Okay guys, as promised, here's a really quick simplifying radicals review. Oh, I don't even know what it's simplifying. Simplifying. I hope that's right. Okay, there's a few things that you need to be able to do. The first thing is if you have something with a radical in the denominator, you need to be able to find a way so that even though you might still have a fraction, there's no more radical in the denominator. And the way we've learned how to do that is by something called rationalizing your denominator. Okay, that thing that I'm multiplying by has a value of 1. Okay, so let's think about this really quick. If I have 1/2 times 2 over 2, I'm multiplying by 1, right? I'm going to get 2 over 4. This thing and this thing have the exact same mathematical value. They just look a little different. This one's not simplified, right? Well, when I multiply by this, I'm multiplying by a value of 1. So even though this will give me 3, looks different than this, these have the exact same value. So that would be the answer to simplifying this. Another thing you need to be able to do is simplify a radical. Okay. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do a factor tree. What I like to do is find the largest perfect square that I can divide out of it. This has a value of 2. This has a value of 5. So that's another type of simplifying I might ask you to do. Here's another type. If you have to multiply those together, you're going to get the square root of 50. But the problem is the square root of 50 isn't simplified. It's equal to the square root of 25. That's the largest perfect square that's hiding in there, which gives you a value of 5 root 2. So sometimes you're going to have to do some arithmetic and then simplify. The last thing that I would just point out really fast is when we're doing special right triangles, sometimes we have to multiply or divide by something. So remember, whenever you divide by a number, it's the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. Again, if you ever have to divide by root 3, that's the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. So here's an example. 10 divided by 2. Well, that's just the same as 10 times 1/2, or 10 divided by 2. Okay? Or 10 divided by root 3 is the same as 10 over root 3, because we're multiplying by 1 over root 3. Well, this we're going to have to rationalize. Okay. Here's one more example. Let's say I want to do 10/3 divided by root 3. Well, that's the same as 10/3 times 1 over root 3, which gives me this. So that's obviously not simplified. So what we would really get is this. But that's just a really, really quick. I hope that was helpful. Those are the 4 big things you'll have to do. So rationalize the denominator, simplify a radical that's not simplified, do arithmetic like multiply or divide them, but then simplify at the end, and then also be able to multiply or divide by values inside of fractions. Okay, so I hope that was helpful.